So I'm spending a lot of time right now just eating one piece of chicken. There we go. That took a lot. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft on iCraft. I'm glad you guys are here. Now, we are over in the spawn chunks. My render distance isn't high enough, but the Iron Titan's that way, along with the portal that goes to town. And if you see, you'll see, if you scan the horizon, do the thing where you hold your hand above your eyes to shade them, you might see 4 very odd-looking structures. 4. Yeah, there we go. And those are actually the reason that iCraft chose this seed to do their second season in. Each of those structures is built over the remains of a witch hut, which is a special place, usually or always in a swamp, that will spawn witches constantly. And we've got 4 of them. And Lukezilla and Virus X teamed up, and they each built a couple. I think each built 2 of these witch farms. And then so right now I'm standing here, and standing in this little area here. If you stand within the circle of torches, you're activating every single one of those witch farms. So right now, witches are spawning. They're being dropped down a big drop shaft, and their drops are getting collected by hoppers and being moved by water streams, and they're all being collected down under my feet. And it's really kind of cool because witches drop a ton of useful stuff. They drop spider eyes, they drop glass bottles, sometimes they drop regular potions. Glowstone, redstone. The glowstone's usually what I'm interested in. Everything else is fairly common. They also drop sticks, which is kind of annoying because who needs sticks, right? But okay, the sun's going down. Do we wait and sleep? No, let's just go down and talk. Okay, but if we go down here, got a little slime block here. There we go. You see some of the items just shooting by. Yep, look at that. Look at that. And the items are running on packed ice, which is why they're moving so fast. And all of them are dropping into the hopper, going down into a sorting system that's down on the next level. And the sorting room looks really cool. Like, I do like this look. Maybe it's just the texture pack, but I do like it. And so we ended up with, we've got a bunch of spider eyes, some gunpowder, lots of sugar, like all stuff you use to brewing potions, tons of glass bottles. I don't know what goes there. Redstone. Wow. See, I came over earlier, and there was about this much here. And I took about 4 stacks of glowstone dust. And already it's kind of built back up. So those things are just going nuts. It's there, and the spider eyes. Okay. And then I also mentioned that they do witches drop sticks. And actually, they drop twice as many sticks as anybody else. Hey, Jess is on. Neat. I will say hi to her in a second. She's been having a lot of trouble getting on since we've upgraded to 1.9. Now, Virus has done something really cool down here. He's kind of interrupted the sorting system to channel all of these sticks. Oh, Jess left the game again. To channel them into all of these furnaces. So we've got all these extra sticks, and they'll burn if we want to put something in to make a piece of charcoal. Like, a couple will burn. We'll convert this into a piece of charcoal, and then another stick will pour in. Oh, wait, and there we go. And the output goes over here. So that is super neat. That's a super smart way of getting rid of those sticks. So bravo to Virus. So funny thing about 1.9, eating is server side rather than PC side. So I'm spending a lot of time right now just eating one piece of chicken. There we go. That took a lot. Back over at our town base, and I thought I would just check our donation boxes, and we do have a donation. I believe this is from Dude Plays, who decided to make a donation in his last video. That was really nice, so thank you very much, Dude Plays. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see. That's the cobble we have. Let's see. Put that up there. And then we've got... Oh, that's andesite, diorite, whatever. We've got all this stone cooked up. All that stone cooked up. All of that stone cooked up. So we have well over 2.5 chests worth of stone for making stone bricks and things like that. So, and maybe 20% of that is stuff I've collected. So we are in really good stead for starting our cathedral. This whole area here is where we're going to put our cathedral, and I have the sneaking suspicion it's not going to be big enough. Like, not the cathedral is going to be too big. We're going to have to like start claiming, like cutting into the into this mound over here and filling this in with dirt. All that good stuff. I think that may have to happen. But one thing I need to do, I need to get this area lit up, because when it's night, there is so much of town is lit up really well. So these surrounding areas that aren't basically become a mob spawner, and then they just start funneling this way. The first time I have to fight off a zombie, he calls every other zombie on the planet to him. There we go. That was much better eating time. That's a horrifying sound and a like distressingly quick way of eating an entire chicken. So the cathedral itself is probably going to go all the way back to here from up there. And the holy symbol will kind of be hanging here. And we're going with the 3 wide holy symbol so that there is like a central at least line. I don't know if there'll be a central block, but there's certainly at least a central line to the cathedral. And that's one of those important things that you have to know before you start making a major build, what kind, whether it's going to be one center line or if it's going to be 2, because that really changes what you do. So we've got, let's take a look here, some signs and a ton of dirt. And one thing I need to do, I need to start roughing out where things are at. So I would say something along the lines of, let's test. I think we'd put, how many was that? That was 6. We'll do a 7 wide and put here. These are going to be pews because you need those even in a cathedral. Now, how close do we put the pews to one another? Do we put them 2 wide, or do we spread them out a little bit? That's a good question. So we have to answer things like that. And then kind of up here, probably around right here, will be the transepts of the cathedral. Because if you don't know, most cathedrals are built in the shape of a cross. And your pews and whatnot are in, like, say, the lower leg. And then there's the crossbar of the cross. That's called the transepts, I believe, in the cathedral. And I think that's where, like, the choir goes and other things like that go. And then past that, in the top part of the cross, that's where I think the altar is. It's where the bishop or cardinal or whoever's performing the mass, that's where they speak from. Now, even though this is a cathedral to Bok-Bagok and the holy symbol is his holy mace rather than a cross, I think I'm still going to build it cross-shaped just because it's a very kind of recognizable pattern for a cathedral. And the holy symbol will be hanging up in the air, and then down in front of it there would be maybe some kind of altar, maybe shaped something like that, possibly. And that would probably actually go up a little bit, and the holy symbol would be pretty tall, pretty high. This is actually going to be a really tall building. Like, I'm a little intimidated by the scope of this project. I am not going to lie. I'm going to do it, and we're going to try it, and frankly, if we do it terribly, it's going to be blindingly obvious to everybody because it's going to stick out like an eyesore. But I really want to do it. I think this will be pretty cool. And then there will be some kind of box, maybe 3 high. Do I want it to be 4, 5 wide? Yeah, we'll do. Okay, we'll do that, and this will be built up kind of high so that the bishop can. This is where he will actually perform his sermons. Okay, so that means that's going to be down in front here, which means the transepts need to go out from here. And this is what I'm doing here right now. This is something I've actually never really done before, where I sort of mock out and plan where everything's going to go, because I've just never done it before. Usually I've got such a the build small enough, or I have such a vivid picture of it in my head, I can just kind of build on the fly. But with a building this size, there is no way. Let's see, the space for the choir seems awfully big, and then we need something to balance it. What would be over here? Would the choir be on both sides? Really? I think they might. Yeah, I think you'd want to pack them in cheek and jowl. Although maybe, there we go. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll do pews. What's that? 5, 6, 7. Towards the back, we will do pews that just have one space in between. And yeah, they're just packed in. And I think up here, we're going to do figure out a way to maybe do a few grander type seats for the members of the church who can afford more enlightenment, if you will. Okay, guys, you know how we've got the big flat space to work with for our cathedral? That's because dirt roof. And I was just walking around down here, and with the roof overhead, this is a really, really neat space. I mean, look at all this. It is really neat. And hey, look, there's a little exit. But yeah, I mean, this is, hello. So I'm thinking, with this space like this already, we definitely need to do some kind of catacombs. And I'm thinking something gloomy, so it's probably going to have to be half slabbed. But I really like the irregular nature of what's here. Oh, this is so cool, guys. Oh, this is going to be so super neat. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of The Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft on iCraft. I hope you're excited about this cathedral. It's going to be huge. Hopefully it's going to be awesome. Please click that like button. Click that subscribe button. I want you guys to have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.